Hello guys, today we are comparing two Sigma Jumbos. One is solid top, the other is all solid. That's video I planned many months ago and I finally get to do it, so please enjoy. Once again, hello guys. So let's get straight to it. What's common between these two guitars? Well, all of their dimensions are exactly the same. Scale length, body depth, not with the shape of the neck, the fretboard radius, the bracing, the headstock, bridge, everything is identical, at least as far as my eye can see and my ruler can measure. What else? So these guitars are not in stock condition, they are customized by me. From both I removed the undersaddle element, so the tone is better. This one has bone bridge pins, this one has rosewood bridge pins, which will slightly affect the flavor of the sound, but not to a drastic extent. Both of them have open gear go-to tuners, basically everything else is the same. Right now, as you look at this solid top guitar, it has Fishman installed, but when I made a demo, I removed the Fishman. The string action is almost identical. They are both using Elixir Phosphor Bronze 1256 strings, tuned to standard pitch. What else? These strings are almost brand new. These ones have been on this guitar for months, but I didn't bother with replacing them since it's Elixir strings. They are almost the same throughout the entirety of their lifespan. What else? Basically that's all. That's what's common between them. What's different in these two instruments? So the solid top has sitka spruce top, highly figured. I wouldn't call it backlow, but the grain is just wow. It's so 3D. This one has adirondack red spruce top, which is considered, and this one is toned, age to vintage, something like this. This one is not toned, so this one is a bit orange, and this one is just plain, very creamy. It seems to me that Sitka is much more mellow and open from the get-go in the solid top one, but the adirondack is much tighter, much brighter, probably much richer, and I have two Sigmas with adirondack tops and they seemed kind of tight to me. I've been treating this one for a couple of months now. I'll tell about it later, and it opened up noticeably and it's mellowing out, but that's it. I think for someone looking for a more mellow sound, this will be a better choice. And it is said that adirondack will age in, I don't know, 2 to 5 years and open up and blossom and will blow any Sitka away. I have yet to see that. What I see now, tighter, crisper, very rich in overtones, sometimes sounds harsh. The solid top has fretboard and bridge made out of micarta, while the all solid one has bridge and fretboard out of ebony. I got this guitar in 2023, the first year of this model's production, and when I got it, it was smelling with resin so badly I highly considered sending it back, but it sounded very nice and it's so beautiful that I kept it. The smell kind of faded away, but not fully, and it's been a year. I'm starting to get doubts that it will ever fade away completely. That's first concern. Of course, ebony doesn't smell at all, and ebony is gorgeous. This one is so beautiful. And it's just jet black. But micarta, at least this one, I mean the one Sigma uses, the one that Martin uses on the Mexican factory is quite different. It's not jet black, it's kind of very, very dark grey. And it's not looking perfect. It looks kind of fine with the fretboard, but when we're speaking of the bridge, it looks synthetic. It doesn't look good. We can see that the edges of the bridge are sharper on the micarta, because I think if they would round them as much as here and as much as they should be rounded, we would see too much of the layers of which micarta consists. I would really love to replace this one with the ebony or rosewood, anything else. It doesn't look too good, it smells. That's kind of the main concern and the main disadvantage of this model and this guitar. So this is a clear winner, absolutely. also when we're making this demo, you have to consider that this guitar has been played a lot over 12 months, while this one was sometimes played over the time of maybe 6 months, and that plays a huge role. What's very interesting is that the all-solid one is 150 grams heavier than the solid top. Maybe my cutter weighs less than ebony. That's first. Second, we don't know what the sides and backs are really made of. We know that it's a veneer of rosewood, mystery wood, and veneer of rosewood. What is that mystery wood? Maybe some very light and probably very soft wood. Maybe some spruce, maybe some sort of mahogany, sapele, I don't know. And it seems that solid rosewood back and sides are much heavier than this thing. And having a guitar that's 150 grams lighter, maybe adirondack is a bit heavier, I don't know. But the fact that this guitar is lighter, it's very, very pleasing. That's something I gravitate towards. The other difference between these models that is absolutely relevant for this comparison is the fact that this one comes with an Fishman Sonitone pickup, which I removed, and this one is coming with LR Bax pickup, which I did not remove, but I pulled the piezo element from under the saddle so it doesn't drop the acoustic tone. In fact, I really like the way the control panel or control block looks here. It's very elegant, very lightweight. It doesn't bother me at all. It looks kind of sexy, may I say. There are many cosmetic differences between these models. As I said, this one has absolutely gorgeous sitka spruce, which was toned, and this has abalone purfling and abalone rosette and abalone inlays in bridge and fretboard, which are fantastic. This one has mother of pearl inlays, no purfling, no aging toner, but this one has headstock inlays, which make its headstock much more beautiful. Also, these mother of pearl inlays are all made of one solid block of pearl, while these abalone ones are they consist of several pieces glued together. I really like the gloss over the abalone. It makes it shine all the time, but in the satin matte surface of the fretboard and bridge, they look a bit dull. Very colorful, beautiful contrast with the dark pickguard and dark sides, but the pearl is just, it's as if it's constantly sparkling. Very beautiful. And I really like how mother of pearl, what's the word? Oh my god, I'm sorry. It has very good synergy with the light color of the binding. It's hard for me to say whether I like mother of pearl or abalone inlays more, but the purfling and the rosette are clear winners. It's quite hard for me to tell which guitar I like more visually, because this top is crazy, it's just insane. I can't stop looking at it. I love the purfling, I love the abalone, and I really like the contrast of abalone, as I said, to the pickguard and the dark sides, the contrast between cold and warm colors. But I also really like very light, almost creamy adirondack spruce, and this is kinda ugly or a bit underwhelming. The micarta ebony is just perfect, it's chef's kiss, and the headstock is gorgeous. It's a perfect design in my opinion. This one missing any sort of inlay is a bit underwhelming. Well, most likely due to the top and purfling I can forgive the underwhelming lack of beauty of the bridge. Still, both are very beautiful guitars, extremely beautiful. Speaking of the sound, I'll let you be the judge which one is better, but of course this one sounds richer, it has more bass, it has more treble, but it's also, as I said, a bit harsh sounding at times, a bit metallic, which is okay. It's rosewood, it's adirondack, it's a tight new adirondack, but this one is mellow from the get-go, and I like it a lot. The treble seems to die off quicker on this guitar than on this one, and the bass notes are much plainer and simpler. So comparing the prices, this one is almost 1900 and this one is 1190. That's like 50% price difference. Can I say that it's worth it? To be frank, I'm not sure. It's absolutely... I wanted to say that it's absolutely worth it for the much more beautiful fretboard and bridge that will be aging with the rest of the guitar. But the purfling and the rosette and the abalone inlays are just so beautiful. The fact is, I was dreaming of rosewood jumbo for a long time. It would be perfect if I had this guitar, but with ebony here and there, and with solid back and sides, and of course inlaid headstock. That would have been a killer. I think Sigma will release such model this year or next year, and that's how they steal money from the folks. Okay, that's it. I highly recommend both guitars, but not to people with small hands. If you have small hands or small lap hands, I'm not sure it's worth it for you, because the neck is very chunky, it's very round, it's wide, the fretboard is almost flat. It's fine for my hands, but I'm not sure smaller folks will enjoy it a lot. But I can say these guitars are hard to play. Seagull that I had with thinner nut was much harder to play. Sorry, I'm a bit tired. Shout out to Paul Georgia and Randy's Rhythm. I'll be getting the new Epiphone SGJR-SG200 very soon, and review and comparison of it with this one will be coming very soon. Immediately after, dare I say, oh my god, I'm so tired. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a great day and week and month, and God bless you. See you, folks.